So today we're going to start our painting the floors in our half bath and our mudroom area and what is now our laundry. We've cleaned and prepped the floors, so now we're about to start with step one of the paint. And this is what was recommended in all the videos that we watched about painting the floors. So we're going to get started on that. We're going to edge first and then roll out the floor and see how that goes. All right, we got our base coat just about on, and so far it's looking pretty good. I don't think we're going to have to do a second coat. Thought I'll show a little video of what we've done so far before we get ourselves painted in here. But it went on really well, and again, I don't think we'll have to do a second coat. But this has to dry for 6 hours before we can come back in here and do our stencil. But that's it so far. It looks pretty good. This Rust-Oleum floor paint works really well. Alright, we have gotten to the stencil painting part of this. We've got this much of it done. And this is the way you do it. Watch Tommy right here. Just lay your stencil. You don't put a whole lot of paint on the roller because you don't want it seeping underneath the stencil. And then you just roll a little light coat over it. And you lift it up. There you have it. So we're getting there. A little bit more. And then this is set overnight, and then we'll put the final top coat on that seals everything in. So till then, hey, so the floors are done, and we really love how it turned out. It's not perfect, but we kind of like that because it is supposed to look like hand painted old tile. So yeah, we kind of like the little rustic look of it. A lot of them did turn out really well, but like I said, some are not perfect. There was a little bit of bleeding or some places where we just messed up on. But all in all, it turned out the way that we wanted. We're pretty pleased with it. Much better than the laminate that was here before. And you'll probably hear my washer, because this is the laundry. So, which used to be our kitchen. If you've seen some of our previous videos, when we did our remodel, this used to be our kitchen. So we turned it into the laundry, and then what was the laundry here, we have made to the mudroom. We're going to put an extra refrigerator there, a bench or some storage cabinet there. But yeah, the half bath. We didn't paint tile in here, just painted the floor and left it white. Mainly because it's a tiny room, and the stencils that we use, I think were 16 by 16. So they're good sized tiles. So to get in this room and around the toilet and around this vanity was just going to be a pain unless we like cut them down, and we really didn't want to cut the stencils down. So we just left it like that. But yeah, like I said, I'm pretty pleased with it. It turned out really well. We're going to put some baseboard trim around the island to give it a more finished look. Gonna do some trim around the bottom of this brick wall, again to give it a more finished look. But like I said, turned out really well. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is what it is. It will do, and it was definitely a lot more cost effective than coming in and putting new flooring down, which is what we were initially going to do. Was going to do a similar type pattern with flooring, and then I started doing some research and watching lots of YouTube videos about painting floors and stenciling the floors, and thought we'd just give that a try. It's like, you know, it's not very costly to do that, and if it doesn't work out, then we'll just go doing the floors. There's two of the pets, the dog Soot, and our little kitty, Yeti. He's a little Persian. He's full of personality and a total brat at times. Anyway, our vent covers, we painted them gold because we have this whole white and gold theme going on in the house. So we painted these gold. So yeah. But these are the products that we used, and I wanted to save the bottle of cleaner that we used for the floor, but Tommy threw it away. But it was called Crud Cutter, and it's the product that on all the videos that we watched, just about everybody used that product to clean and prep their floors with it, and it worked really well. So highly suggest that if you're going to do your floors, get the product called Crud Cutter. We got ours at Home Depot, but I'm sure Lowe's has it also. But again, Crud Cutter is the product that we use to clean the floors. Okay, and then the painting of the floors is Rust-Oleum, and again, that's a product that was suggested in most of the videos that we watched, and it's made for painting your floors. And it's a two-step process. One is the base coat, and your base coat, I guess you can get tinted in any color. Tommy was the one who went and got these things, and he got it in white because we wanted the base coat to be white. But I do believe you can probably just get it in any color that you want. So that's your first step. You paint that on the floor. It's pretty thick. We did one coat. Probably could have done two coats, but I wasn't putting it on really thick at first. But I think you could probably get away with just one coat. Because it covered really well. But again, that's your first coat. Put that on. It has to dry for at least 6 hours before you can move on to the next step. So we did that. We let it dry 6 hours. Then you go, and this has step 1 on it. And honestly, I don't know why that says 1 step. It's probably the same thing here. Yeah, I'm almost positive it's the same thing. But since we were doing a stencil and we wanted the stencil pattern to be a different color than the floor, then that's why Tommy got this. So I'm almost positive because the cans are the same. It's just a smaller version. So we did our stencil in that. Again, the stencil has to dry 6 hours. Then once that dries, you can go in and step 2, which is probably the most important step, because that is what gives it a clear coat and makes it a lot more durable. Supposedly will keep it from scratching and pulling up and paint chipping off and whatnot. And we just did it, finished drying during the night. So this is the first time being on the floor. So we'll see how it goes after a few days, because this is the room that we put our dogs in anytime we go anywhere. This is where they stay. So we'll see with little dog claws walking on it and whatnot, see how it turns out. It's not a very high traffic room, so I think it's going to be fine. But I did do 2 coats of this, because again, this is what seals everything, makes the floor durable. So I did, like I said, 2 coats of that. I don't think it's necessary, but we decided we would do 2 coats of it. Each coat has to dry for 24 hours. So it's been 2 days that we've let this dry since I did 2 coats. But again, those are the products. If you're just wanting to paint your floor in one color, sorry, my washer is making noise because I totally overloaded it with bedding. But anyway, if you're not doing a stencil, you can just get away with these 2 products here. Base coat, top coat. If you're doing a pattern, then you'll need a different color. But those are the products that were recommended on all the videos we watched and the research we did. And it turned out really well. We're pleased with it for now. See how it works out in a month or so when we've been walking on it and the pets have been in here. But I think it's going to be all right. So I suggest giving it a try. If you have ugly tile floors, or like we did, we had ugly 90s linoleum in here, and which you saw at the beginning of the video what the floor looked like. It just was ugly, and so we thought we'd update it with these products. So give it a try, and let me know what you think, and let me know what you think of what ours look like in the comments. And also like and subscribe to my channel. Channel is just various videos and just random videos of things that me and my family do, and also our journey to adoption. We started the process of adopting a year ago, so there's a few update videos of that. So just check out my channel, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and talk to you guys later. Thanks again.